warm inside. Yeah, really. Now tonight, we don't disappoint you if you're built up like that. Ann and I have collected bottles for say, and enjoying so the Blackboard and Lancaster. We are so hard to find, and also so hard to authenticate. All of the pieces that you'll see tonight are all authenticated from either the Blackboard or Lancaster Glassworks. The slide program is a collection of glass, bottles, whimsies, and pieces that belong to a whole lot of different people. It's always been our ambition to put together a slide program on the two glass houses. And when our bottle club, Western New York Bottle Club, celebrated their 10th anniversary, we worked over some time getting all of these pieces together so that we could photograph them. The people who came to the banquet came from all over the United States and Canada. We showed this program at night at the banquet. Some of the pieces you'll see, people were reluctant to let us take them. Some we had to have back within an hour's time. So they were put on a table, photographed, and run back to the original owners. The Historical Society, very cooperative. Some of the rare lily pads belong to the Blackboard Historical Society. Probably all been down to the Historical Society. If you haven't, well worth it. Fantastic museum. The time span on the pieces shown are from 1840 to 1940. Actually, to be a collectible bottle after 1870 or so, not really a collectible period, but it does pertain because it was still manufactured in Rockford, Lancaster. The pieces on the table, I guess broken bottles have not reached the collectible stage yet. But I was lucky enough to be able to excavate the glass site last year in October. We tore the concrete floor out of the building that stands at the site now, and was able to get in for 2 days for about 2 hours each day. So the pieces that are dug are authentic pieces from Rockford Glassworks, and were used to authenticate other pieces that we suspected were maybe going Blackboard and we're not sure of. We also found many pieces of glass, broken glass, and food items that were attributed to other glass houses that were blown in Rockford, if not in both glass houses, at least in Rockford also. So I'll start the slide program. If there's any questions as I go on, just ask. I can answer my role if I can. Yes. Now with my antique projector here, I have to change trays. So don't all leave all the program's over to my staff. This is a program on the Lockport and Lancaster Glassworks. This is for 1840 to 1940. The first slide is a lily pad tree picture. It's called lily pad because of the swirl that you see near the base, not like waves. It's the print handle, wooded base, open panel, threaded top. It's dated probably around 1850 in that time. Very typical of the blown glass that was turned out in Rockford, Lancaster. This, of course, is a picture of the early Erie Canal, and it was one reason why the Lockport Glassworks became so successful. They could bring in the raw materials on the canal, and then ship out the finished material also on the canal. Now, the overland charge was roughly $8 a ton. Right? It was $100 per ton overland. It was reduced to $8 per ton by using the canal. So you can see why this is quite beneficial. Transportation plants were started in 1843. Transportation was in business in 1858. You can see by the letterhead here. He was responsible for most of the really great glass that came out. He really got into glass, medicine, vials, and a lot of stuff. You'll see that he used on his letterhead the steam locomotive on the left and the mules on the towpath pulling the barge on the right hand side.
Where was the Lockport?
The plant was between Green and Grand Street, which
In relation to recycling.
well, just about to the right of the canal here, and you'd be looking west, you'd be on the north side, and maybe 2 or 3 blocks to the right. This is an early advertisement also that Kitchens put out. This is an advertisement for the Lockport Glass Works, and advertises vials, bottles, hollowware, cat medicine, castor oil, perfumery, cologne, hair, acid, mineral, and soda bottles, bell glasses, hydrogen glasses, lamp globes, and digesting bottles. This is rather a dismal picture here, but this is the mixing room. It's probably one of the most important parts of the glass thing. The recipe for mixing of the glass used here was 10 parts of sand, 3 parts of kelp, 4 parts of wood ash, 8 parts of potter's clay, and 10 parts of color. And the color was broken glass that was added to the batch. Glass was valuable in those days, and broken bottles were returned, or old bottles were broken up to be used as color and sold back to the glassware. This is a picture of 2 pieces of raw glass made from the Lockport glass plate. You'll notice the bluish hue on the piece on the left. It's very typical of Lockport and Lancaster glass. It's a natural color. And you'll notice a lot of the glass from that area has been cast. This is a picture of the tall man there in blowing glass, rolling the bottles. The furnace puts out 12,000 degrees of heat. The average wage in those days was $2 a day. You'll notice the young fellows that are helping. Glassworks in those days used a lot of young people for help. Now this is a little bit dark. These are 2 miniature pictures of the one of the Lockport glass plate. They're about 1.5 inches tall. Maybe I can get a little better picture if we do turn it on. Yeah, that's better. I can't read my notes. This is a popular piece. Of course, really bad picture also. Fly ball in the past. Fly ball was used to keep out the pedal slides and the things and so forth. This was a wedding gift to a lady in Buffalo in 1845. The story goes that she had 3 proposals, one from the glass auction about 3 years ago in Lockport, town of Lockport. Should hit the Lockport glasswork. As the footed base, folded rim, 5 handles, big property, 1850. This is a early blown hat, Lockport glasswork. Story has it that these were taken home and given to the lady in the house for school of threading. So much. This is a plate that was blown in Lockport glasswork, folded rim, folded palm. I don't know if this would have had any use. How fair going also with Lockport glasswork. Whether they would have put string inside of that, or just use it as a here. Small goblet. There's a marble in the center. Piece on the right is called an egg, used for garnering socks. A large ball in the back of the ball. All blown in glass. This is kind of an interesting picture. The green bottle, production bottle, Lancaster glasswork. The hat, Lindsay, it was blown from the same mold as the bottle, and then how it was still pliable was folded into the hat out. Well, actually, the hat was started off with the bottle also. This is a sock garner, cobalt blue swirl. That is definitely fun. These are 2 miniature pictures. They stand 2 3/4 inches high. One on the left is a blown in the mold Lancaster miniature picture, quite rare. It is called a flower and swag design. One of the amber witch ball is also blown. The picture on the right is the blown in the Lockport free-blown miniature picture. It also is 2 3/4 inches tall. These are 2 pictures typical of Lancaster and Lockport work. The blue one, of course, is without the lily pad decoration. It's very flexible and blue. Notice the one on the right does have the lily pad type decoration on it. Notice the small triggery at the bottom of the handle to indicate also an earlier piece. The blue one has been broken off.
Now, you might be interested if any of these are really valuable in terms of money. How much, for instance, would such as this be?
This is a tough subject to get into. Blown glass of this sort is very collectible, but there are not a lot of people collecting. It is hard to come by. Pieces of this nature are usually found in museums, or if you're still in the family because of the sun, it's hard to break them loose. But the blue would be far more valuable than the aqua because the color is rare. A lily pad picture today in blue is going to hundreds of dollars. Extremely rare piece. Very valuable. These are smoke bells. One on the left would have been used in probably a church. It would hang over a top of a candle to prevent the smoke from staying in. And the smaller one would have been used in a smaller candle or for hanging lamp. These are production pieces. Now, of course, this is a whiskey glass. Embossed Lockport glasswork. Port. Lockport is the only glass house that put Washington on both sides of the glass. This is date probably around 1850s, 1860s. Color. Bottles, of course, are more dear to us. This is the same mold, but an earlier glass. It does not have the roll collar or the sheared top. You'll notice at the bottom you can see the bluish cast that I mentioned before. This is the same flask in amber. For some reason, the amber seems to be quite scarce. There's today only 3 known amber flasks. bought with a collection of glass out of Buffalo a number of years ago. And I had a chance to go in partners with glass and with the collection and trade a high touch to get the bottle and speak to it. This is goes up another glass, copper glassware. Doesn't show too clearly here, but it's striated. You can just notice the looping in some of the discoloration in different colored glass. Blackboard was noted for its lousy glass workmanship. Dirty glass, impurities, ripples, little marks. On the glass floor standard, they did poor work. Today, these same defects cause it to be much more This is a deep blue green quartz glass. It came from the Newstead area. In fact, it was owned by Clyde Merritt, just up the beach down there for a number of years. He can remember his father carrying this into the field, filled with whiskey, to give to the migrant workers. And he also remembered that it had a leather pouch that his father carried, and probably why it survived. You wonder why there's so many Washington, but we have, I think, 6 different colored ones in our collection, and being all black parts, they have a place. The one on the left is a olive green, came from Crawford Wetlocker collection in Buffalo. The one on the right, I bought it at an auction in Massachusetts 3 years ago. I don't know, probably you've never heard of Charlie Gardner, but he had the biggest collection of glass in the United States. This collection took 6 days to sell, and the total amount of money that it brought in was $1,600,000. This glass was the first glass sold in the auction. I had to go to Massachusetts to bring back. How much did you pay for it? Oh, probably more than it was worth. You wouldn't tell. These are also a little different type of glass contributed to Lockport and bought the father of his country because of Washington profile. The reverse is plain. One on the left is quartz, one on the right is pine. Now the quartz glass would have been filled at the local general store with whiskey, bourbon, and probably dispensed from the home. The pint glass would have been taken and filled and then taken with them into the field, work, whatever. And remember that back in those days, whiskey was drank much more frequently than it is today. It was very common to start early in the morning and throughout the day take a nip quite frequently. This is a rather scarce glass. It's a quartz, bought Washington and General Taylor on the reverse. Unusual sapphire and blue. The blue color was not a color that was generally used. It was either a glass that was made in a limited number, or maybe glass that was normally blown in aqua, or the man decided to blow it in blue and use it as a gift to somebody's family or for himself. It was not a production color. The Irene cornucopia signifies abundance in pine glass that was grown in Lancaster as well as the Lockport glass. The small bottle on the left is an ink bottle, and the Lockport glass works is referred to as a schoolhouse or a trunk. Comes also in MOC. Just a trade there. Also, these bottles are going to Lockport Glassworks. The bottle in the center is the druggist bottle, Morris and Mull, Lockport, New York. You notice some of the ink bottles on the table that were excavated in the glass like valves that are activated in lack of that. They probably were broken right from the start, and sure that if they were not, they would use and they work by the piece, not by the hour. Up until the dig, this was an unlisted ink bottle. It had a L, I think you can see it on the left-hand side of the base. There's an L there, indicating oxford. They also make amber. This is a Lancaster pint whiskey glass. This is Lancaster glass for full pint. It was probably done about 1860 production. Ink bottle, there was a case of them found in Lancaster at the bottom of one of the early stores.
Any file really counts.
Pardon?
Do it count as that?
Yeah,
A lot of glass works.
oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, it is. And also the umbrella is made in many glass now. This is a pint Lancaster glass for apple tea. Glass. Great glass and amber. They're getting a quartz sapphire blue pint sapphire blue. This is a traveler's companion. Lost lacquer glass works on one side, reverse traveler's companion, and has a loose lock in its back. At the time this glass was blown, Lockport was the end of the frontier, the end of the civilized territory. Glass was no doubt bought at Lockport, so and they continued their way on into the wilderness. This is the same glass in Aqua, down the table up here in front. It was dug along the canal a number of years back. The state workers were clearing brush. This glass came to light in amongst the brush. These are half pints. These would be pocket glass. There again, there's an all-in-gloss traveler's companion. The one on the right, the side that's facing us, says railroad guy. There again, a little bit of a plus in railroad. These are Lancaster glass. The one on the left is the pint Lancaster glass first. Lancaster, Erie County. That is traveler's companion in reverse. The deep wine color. And they have a shorter version. These are three different variants of traveler's companion. Lockport on the right, Lancaster in front. I mentioned before the American Pharmacopoeia was a very popular, mostly used in class. The pint is the broad Lancaster glass. One on the right is the half pint. Deep metal green. Lancaster produced the success of the railroad glass. This is the steam engine involved on both sides of the glass. There's one also on the table. They produced it in green, and this is a fantastic burnt orange, very beautiful color for the glass. These are glass up there. The one on the far left is a green Florida temple, famous Friday grace one. And it was, the record is embossed underneath the horse. I can't remember the exact time, but the date is 1858. These were blown in the Lancaster glass, Florida temple. It's always interesting to come across paperwork on anything to do with either of the glass houses because it shows you different items that were made. This is the lacquer glass for Spider-Man. You'll notice the all-right food jar, the gem food jar, and the hero food jar. Really exciting to use the both together. No doubt for gem, it's a very common jar. Probably seen it quite often. It's a really jar, quite interesting. This is the all-right food jar, which is very good. Yeah, now this is a gallon gem very unusual. It was blowing blackboard glass. And if you ever, in your travels, come across a fruit jar this size, gallon jar, the last one sold for 850 ounces. Porcelain line, 2-quart and 4-quart for jars. The hero and the pearl. Almost all the jars made in Lockport, well, all of the jars are clear. The food in this area was fresh and the ladies wanted to show it off to the special advantage. There are amber jars that would come from the Midwest and other areas where food had a tendency to be not quite so fresh. Quite the leaders where you see it from. The gem, as I mentioned before, quite a constitution. Hero, 2-quart, quart. These are three, we've all heard of G.W. Merchant for coming, sure, things, Merchant Garden. These were early merchant bottles that were excavated in the Lockport last. They're about the only bottles that I was able to pull out that weren't built things back again. One in the back was quite unusual because it was hot. The glass from our area is very collectible because of the colors. Fantastic colors. This is an early GW version. I tried to bring out the label, but it just didn't come. This is an early color brochure of the Merchant Gardening Law put out by Tide in the heyday of the Merchant Gardening Law, for women and orphans. There's the three Lockport Gardening Laws, large size, medium size, small size. They're not here, but energy turn out quite regularly. Farms, so forth. These are pieces of the gardening laws that are excavated in Lockport. Very rarely, you'll find an amber garden. These are quite rare. This is an early advertisement of G.W. Merchant put out in 1845 advertising carbonic mineral or soda water. We got the bottle first and searched to find any kind of advertisement, and then finally this did turn up. And he was promoting these egg-type mineral water bottles to sell by the barrel. Evidently, it did not prove successful. This is the only one I've ever seen or ever come across. These are made round on the bottom, so you would lay down keeping the cork wet, so it wouldn't shrink. Very thick glass bottle. This is a very popular glass. We drink with a duck swim. The large one is the quart, well, not for glassworks. And also added in the half one, which is a real desirable size, also pocket. Be about 1860. Recently at the Gardner auction, the quart turned up in a rare green. Lancaster also turned out the bitters bottles. Some of the lost Old Station and Big Mountain County. Of course, bitters was a kind of a effort movement at the time. It did carry about 60% alcohol. Sold not as a whiskey, but as a medicine. Also, fish bitters. The center is the extra Loveridge, Waffle, and South Bay bitters. Fish bitters is made in Lancaster as was the barrel right. Now, fish bitters at the beginning of our collecting is quite collectible because of the shape, but not by any means rare. And they were made in other glass as well. This is a whiskey bottle, boxed on the bottom, plantations that are